It's important in New England when walking on a trail to walk in the middle of the path because you don't want to be rubbing against bushes and brush. That's where ticks are, and ticks are really active in August and July in New England. From watching an NPR program on WGBH, we learned that Nantucket is the worst place for ticks. Lincoln, Rhode Island is maybe one of the better places as far as reported Lyme disease cases, but certainly there are some Lyme disease ticks around here. I have definitely seen deer in this woods, which will carry a lot of ticks. So you got to be cognizant of not rubbing against anything, and you want to tuck your socks in above your pants so that ticks won't be crawling up your legs and embedding in your skin. So I'm very wary now about even going in the woods around New England in the summertime because the ticks are around. I heard that on WGBH in Nantucket half the people have Lyme disease. So this trail is a great trail. It's had tree damage from the nor'easters of 2018. There were a few nor'easters that have knocked some trees down around here. And these trees have yet to be cleaned up. Looks like even a new tree is down here now. I just walk over the trees. There's a pond down here with dragonflies that I like to check out. And today is the first cool day we've had in a long time. So here we got brush. I don't really want to be going through ferns or brush. Just carefully pick my way through here without rubbing against vegetation. There's more stuff ticks could be on. There's a small pine tree. Yeah, I've seen deer here at lunchtime, so I know there's deer running around here. I've probably not been in this woods for a month after I had my tick scare with that one tick I found on myself on my left leg. So anyway, friends of mine who live here have been in the woods a lot. They never get ticks. But yet they say half in Nantucket people have gotten Lyme disease. So it's like half the people have gotten Lyme disease in Nantucket. I don't want to chance those. That's too great of a risk. So it's cloudy today. It's probably about 80 degrees, not too hot. I hope this cam's going in 4K. This is a Kodak cam. It's supposedly a full 1080p type recording. This cam's probably 10 years old now. Recording to a 32 gigabyte SD card, which I'll pop in the computer and upload to YouTube without any headache. I'll be curious how nice this picture looks from this camera, this video. I always use my iPhone 7 for recording, so. And here we have the pond. Aha, there's turtles. Can you get this turtle? This camera has a fantastic zoom on it. Yep, that looks like a turtle right there. There's something down there in the muck. Looks like there's some frogs jumping off here. Not been down to the pond in a month. So this pond has a cycle of, what lives and dies here. Things month by month will change. The frogs will get bigger. I don't see any dragonflies at all. There were like 1 billion dragonflies around here. Don't see nary a dragonfly. Hard to say what this pond once was. Was it part of a farm? I don't know. Water conservation area? I don't know. Yeah, the pond is definitely picking up in cattails and vegetation. There's no dragonflies to speak of. A month ago when it's hot, there were a bazillion dragonflies here. I guess I can sit on the bench and look for dragonflies. I don't want to sit on this bench too long. I think that's how I got the last tick. This rock has been on this bench for 4 months. Looks like the rock moved from the other side, but the rock has stayed there. People respect that rock. With this Kodak cam, I can really zoom into this lake or pond and see what's available here to look at. There are turtles in here. I'm not sure what kind of turtles they are. I thought about sitting on that bench behind me, but it seems risky. Okay, there's a bee, I think, or something in there. A bee on a flower. Right there. That flower is in the middle of the pond. That bee is done with the flower. Lots of crickets out here. Used to be birds guarding nests around here. You'd walk through and birds would be chasing you around. Those birds are long gone. I guess they've had their hatchlings and their kids have fledged, and the birds are no longer with us. They're somewhere else. There are locusts up in the trees here too, but with the temperature being low, pretty high humidity but pretty low temperature today. Well, I guess 80 is low. 80 seems low compared to 92 where it's been around here. And there's a highway near this pond, so unfortunately there's highways all around this place. So all you hear is trucks and cars and stuff like that. It'd be nice if there was a turtle swimming around here or something. So I hear some locusts up in the trees here. It'd be fun to find a locust and get the cam to capture a locust. Alright, well that's about it for this pond. There's no dragonflies to speak of. No frogs. One turtle. I don't like walking through this other area because it's got lots of brush. But I guess we'll take a chance on it. Lots of new water lilies are growing. It'd be fun to catch a frog jumping, but no chance in that. Yep, there, a frog jumped. There are frogs here. Unfortunately, I can't ever get a picture of a frog. They duck under the water. No idea what kind of frogs they are. There's one there. So they rest on the shore, and when I walk by, they jump. I suppose I could try to use the zoom to catch a frog in its act here. Let's do a zoom over here. I don't see any frogs. Anyway, this is a typical northeast pond. Lots of vegetation. I'm sure those blooms will turn stagnant soon and stink. Looks like they're rotting already, whatever that stuff is. Looks like moss or algae that has died. There's a mosquito. Could be a dragonfly. Looks like a big mosquito flying around. I've been surprised how there are not so many mosquitoes at night around here. At least down by the airport where I stay in Warwick, there aren't too many mosquitoes. So, unlike, there's probably more mosquitoes in San Jose, California than there are around here, which is shocking. So at one point someone did try to make a trail through here and put down logs and stuff to make it an official trail. These actually could be hazardous if you would roll on one of those and trip. Sometimes there's wild turkeys in this woods. Today it's pretty calm. There's not a deer, not a turkey. Of course I'm brushing against branches and stuff. I'm making a good bit of noise. This sure is green and pretty in here. What my friends have said is that the Northeast has been dry for pretty much for 5-10 years straight. There's been a drought. They have water bans in Maynard, Massachusetts. And yet this summer's kind of been a freak occurrence where it's been hot and steamy and rainy in the Northeast. So for posterity, I'm recording my little lunchtime walk, which I did every day until I found the tick on myself and I quit doing this walk entirely. So what's bad is there's deer on this trail and the ticks jump off onto the bushes and they wait for you to walk by. There's actually a pretty good show on WGBH that talks about CRISPR and DNA and how people are using DNA to change genetics, and one of the things they're trying to change is the genetics of the white-footed mouse, so the white-footed mouse can't catch Lyme disease. The white-footed mouse is a huge carrier of Lyme disease on Nantucket, and probably here too, and also deer will carry Lyme disease, so you don't want to go by branches like this. So I'll want to brush off my pant legs when this is all over. Of course, I should be wearing white pants if I'm going to spot ticks. They had a white-footed mouse on WGBH, and the mouse had about 5 or 6 ticks attached to its ear. It was probably a Nova show about genetics, and a segment of the show had a spot on Nantucket with all the ticks and Lyme disease, and it was saying again that half the people in Nantucket have contracted Lyme disease. It's curable for most people, but with antibiotics, but for some it's not. And I'm really out of shape. Just walking here is getting me winded. I don't run at all. I should run more, or run some. Other guy at work runs 5.6 miles in one day. So they tried to clear this trail, this part of it, and this path I think used to go straight, but they cleared it through here. They didn't want to saw these trees up, I guess. So they cleared one part of this trail, but not the other part. I wonder if I could see a tick on these plants or not. You probably could find a tick if you looked hard enough. Somewhere down here. This part goes uphill a good grade. And the trail circles back, so you could run it again around the loop. So that's it. Thanks for walking with me at lunch on the trail and checking out the pond. Have a great day.